Welcome to the set value strategy. In this video, we'll cover what it is, how it works, and if it's the right strategy for you. Let's get started. The set value strategy allows you to input a dollar value that you'd like to have at the end of the analysis. Now, this strategy is for users that don't necessarily want to leave the most amount of money behind, like the max value strategy, and they don't want to leave nothing behind, like the max spend strategy. So you can come in and put a dollar value that you'd like to leave at the end of the analysis. Optiml will then calculate if that's mathematically possible, and then tell you how much more you can spend in any given year of the analysis to ensure that you're still going to hit that financial goal. The set value strategy looks at what you said your after-tax income needs are. So on the expenses page, it looks at how much you said you need this year and how you plan to simulate that growing year over year. It looks at the fixed expenses, what you said your living expenses are. So in the total column, this is how much you're telling Optiml you need in after-tax income in any given year of the analysis. Once you've input the dollar value you'd like to have at the end of the analysis and selected the set value strategy, Optiml will flag if you've added any other assets you may want to include in that dollar value goal. In this example, there's a primary residence currently valued at $500,000. You have the option to include any other assets in the total estate goal that you've input, or keep these assets completely separate. And the dollar value goal you want to have at the end of the analysis will be entirely made up of your liquid investments across the TFSA RSP and non-registered accounts. It's important to note that Optiml will never sell any of your assets. Now, if you've added a primary residence and simulated downsizing and selling it in the future, then this will be taken into account. However, if you've got any other assets that you never plan to sell, Optiml will never simulate them selling. It will just simply grow them by the growth rate year over year and show you what they'll be worth at the end of the analysis. Once you've chosen to either include or exclude your other assets from your estate goal, select Next. The max spend feature now gives you the ability to elect when you want to see surplus spending throughout your analysis. Optiml knows the dollar value you want to have at the end of the analysis. It also knows what you said your after-tax income needs are in any given year. The max spend window will then calculate your surplus spending. How much more can you spend in any given year of the analysis to ensure you're not going to run out of money and still hit your financial goal at the end. You can drag and drop to select the age you want to start seeing surplus spending. So if you're still working or don't want to necessarily see surplus spending right away, you can pick a point in time in the future. And then if you don't necessarily want to surplus spend in the later years of life, you can say and pick when you want the surplus spending to stop. The window before and after will give you the exact amount of money you said you needed, and the surplus spending window will calculate your surplus spending, how much more you can spend. Once you've run your set value strategy, your Optiml dashboard will show you all the deposits and withdrawals that led you to achieving that dollar value goal and maximize your surplus spending. Your dashboard will show you your estate balance. Hovering over that will show you your investments. In this example, my goal was to hit $1 million at the end in my investments, which we've done. It will also show you any other assets that you have at the end of the analysis. It will show you your lifetime spending and your lifetime and estate taxes. The bottom of the dashboard will show you how your investments are growing year over year, and then how they're going to be optimally withdrawn to ensure that you're paying the least amount of taxes to spend the most amount of money and ensuring you're still going to hit that dollar value goal. The expenses page will show you your surplus spending. Now in this example, this is showing you exactly how much money you said you needed in any given year of the analysis. And the surplus spending is going to show you how much more you can spend in any given year, whilst ensuring you're still going to hit that financial goal. So the total at the bottom shows you just how much you can spend or afford to spend in these years, whilst ensuring you're not going to run out of money and you're going to hit that dollar value target at the end of the analysis.